everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am sharing a layout that I created for my creative scrapbook. This will be my last layout that I will be designing for them. So I had to make sure it was a special one. And I am using the main kit. So the main kit has the collection Feeling Cozy from Simple Stories. So I pulled out some of the pattern papers here and I am trimming them down to, I think it's like 4 1/4 maybe, or 4 by 4, or 4 1/8, I can't tell. I think maybe it's 4 1/8. But I'm going to create some little mini envelopes to hold 2 of my photos and then some embellishments. So that's why I'm cutting these down, and then I will make the envelopes. I think I made 8 envelopes, so I was trying to vary the color, make sure I didn't have too much of one color, and then I am starting the envelopes here. So I'm using the We Are Memory Keepers envelope punch board, and this is super simple. I love making envelopes. It goes really fast. The hard part about this here is you can see, like here, those hearts are going diagonally. So sometimes when you have a pattern on the other side, you know, you can see that when you fold the envelope. So I didn't show it in this video, but there was a couple of them that it just, like here, it didn't look right, and I think I ended up covering that up just once with some pattern paper so that it looks a little nicer. That one that has like the scarf and the mug is upside down, but I wasn't too worried about it because I am going to end up putting embellishments inside, so it's not that big of a deal. So I'm just trying to vary the colors, make sure 2 colors or the same color isn't right next to each other, like those polka dot, that gray polka dot one, that I don't have 2 of them next to each other, or 2 pinks or 2 of the aquas. And then the middle 2 envelopes, like on the top and bottom, I have them straight on, and then pretty much the rest of the envelopes I kind of have them slightly crooked or tilted, I guess. I like that way that looks. I think it gives a lot of interest to them. So yeah, I just pretty much adhere them straight down. I am going to use some foam adhesive here in a little bit to kind of I'll put some foam adhesive behind like the flap that's sticking up, just to give some more dimension. Okay, so I am just trying to figure out what pattern paper I want to use to match this layout, because obviously there's a lot of colors going on, and since I'm using this white cardstock, I just felt like it needed something to go along the edges, and that is why I picked that striped. It had the colors in it that these envelopes that I used in the envelopes, but it wasn't too bright or bold. So I have 4 photos here that I'm going to be tucking into the envelopes, and I think they were like, I want to say like 1.5 by 2.5. I think that's the size they were. So I just cut those, I matted those with some white cardstock, and now I'm just working on the title. And cozy and cute is what it will say. That little plus or and was a little bit too big, so I'm actually going to take, I believe, an X from these alphabet stickers, and I'm going to use that as the and. for the title. So the cozy is one of those dimensional phrase stickers. And then, I'm sorry, I can't remember which, I don't have them right next to me, which alphabet stickers those white ones were. But they're really glittery and pretty, so I'm just kind of piecing through my embellishments and stickers to kind of see what I want to use. And then I guess I'm going back to the title. For this title, I am going to pop up the "and cute," which was a little bit difficult because it was pretty tiny. So I started by gluing it straight down, and I realized with the polka dot patterns it was kind of getting lost a little bit. So I'm just a second here, I'm going to pull them up and then use some foam adhesive behind them, and that really helps them stand out from the pattern paper. So I'm going to do that here, and I won't make you watch me do that. And it's already glued down there. Okay, so I'm just kind of going through again and figuring out what I want to use. These photos of my daughters are from I took some pictures of them before a Christmas program for school, and they had to wear some dresses. I think the theme was snowmen, so they had to wear white. So they're both wearing white dresses, even though this is black and white. You can't really tell, but they're both wearing white dresses, and then they had to wear scarves. So they had their scarves on, so of course we had to take a picture of them, and we got a few good ones here. So I'm gonna just use some snowmen and that cute little ugly Christmas sweater, some scarves of course. I think that little polar bear, I'm gonna use that, and just some other little embellishments. And I love doing this. I love using embellishments and tucking them in and just, you know, doing something different. And this one was fun. This one was a fun layout to make because it's not, you know, like a normal layout using little envelopes. So I'm just going through, seeing like what fits where and what I like on top of the envelopes. I'm going to add some things on top as well. I wasn't too worried about picking, you know, certain ephemera pieces or embellishments. I just, you know, everything in this collection pretty much matched my photos. Obviously besides like that little Christmas tree and that little truck, but everything else pretty much matched what I needed for this layout. So now I'm just going through and adhering these down. So I'm using some foam adhesive for most of them. Some of them I'm just gluing straight down. And here is where I am putting some foam adhesive behind the flaps of the envelopes. And I'm going to also add some phrase stickers. I don't remember if I used this one. I want to say that I eventually end up taking that one off. I think I do, and I think I put something else there, but for now I guess I'm going to put it on there. Sometimes that's just how layouts go. You audition pieces and sometimes you even glue them down and you don't use them, but that's okay as long as, you know, if you try to take it off, you don't rip your layout. That's not always fun, but so then I'm going to add some snowflakes around the envelopes to fill in some of the white space on the background. And then I have this black Nouveau drops here that I'm gonna also add. There is some black in this collection, so I thought that was fun. And you're going to see me make a boo-boo here in just a second. I decided I was gonna put some Nouveau drops on the eyes of that polar bear, and then I'm gonna spin this around and try to add some more Nouveau drops. And I'm going to smear it, and it's not going to be good. And then I'm going to have to fix it. So you'll see that here soon. I'm gonna add this Stay Warm phrase sticker on top of this envelope here on the bottom. And I didn't have to worry too much about, you know, spreading the colors as far as the embellishments, because there was already so much color going on. There was color everywhere. But I thought this turned out super cute. And I'm not liking that envelope up there with that walking in a winter wonderland, so yep, that's the sticker I'm gonna put on there, and I like that a lot better. Okay, and just add that on here with this little berries and holly. And then I'm gonna use those, what are they called? Little frame borders. I can't think what they're called, but I'm gonna tuck that in there. And then I'm gonna use another one. Okay, here you see it. I smear the Nouveau drops, and in my head I'm thinking, oh, I can just wipe it off, because I'm thinking it's just like a sticker, but it wasn't. It was like a ephemera piece, so it smeared all over my envelope, all over everything. And then I had to make a new envelope, and I tore this little sweater arm, but I found another polar bear that I'm going to use, and it all worked out. It's just one of those things that things like this happen, and you know, you just do your best to fix it, and it's okay. You just move on. Don't let it wreck your day, you know, don't let it ruin your layout, and it's all good, and you'll never know. Just so you guys know. But now that the layout's done, you know, nobody will ever know that I had to switch that. Okay, so there we are. The layout is finished. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. This one was a lot of fun. I encourage you to try something like this, especially if you have an envelope punch board. And thank you so much to My Creative Scrapbook for letting me be a part of your design team. I really enjoyed it, and I hope I get to join again sometime as a guest designer. Thank you all, and have a great day.